Coming up, the latest on a San Francisco plane crash that left 2 people dead, 19 people hospitalized, 6 of which in critical condition.
And temperatures in the 70s this morning. Yes, folks, the heat, the humidity, it's all coming back. Your Fox 16 extended forecast coming up next.
And the Little Rock Library getting a big honor as it gets a special dedication. Fox 16 Good Day starts right now.
Live from your breaking news leader, Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas starts now.
Good morning and welcome to Fox 16 Good Day. Happy Monday to you. I'm Deidre Wilson.
And I'm meteorologist Greg D. Great to have you with us on this post-4th of July work week. Did you have a great 4th of July?
I missed you too. Aww. I'm really happy to be back. I am. You know, you just need that refresher, that rejuvenating time. But, you know, it's so funny because I went to Camden. They had a big school reunion, and then my grandfather's side of the family had a family reunion. So I walked into a couple of homes, and they were like, "What are you doing here? Why are you not at work? Why are you not at work?" I'm like, "Can I get a break?
You don't get a day off?
Come on. Get a break?" So, no, I had a great time. Did you have a good 4th?
Yes, my parents were in town, and they are the type of parents that don't sit around very much. So they had projects all around the house.
For you to do or for them to do?
For all of us to get involved with. So we stained my deck, we power washed the house, we did the rugs.
All the things he should have been doing.
I need a vacation.
After the vacation.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm going to make that bed a lot less comfortable next time, so they're only there for a day or two, and then they can...
Are they gone now?
They're leaving. They left this morning. They're driving back to Connecticut over 2 days.
Safe travels.
I will be keeping in touch with them throughout the morning, and hopefully you've had a great 4th of July. Let's check on your forecast as we take a look at what's going on this morning. 75 in Little Rock. Remember how nice it was on the 4th of July? How many times do we get to say that? Mid-70s out there as we move through the rest of this morning. Low 90s for this afternoon as we head into this afternoon. A chance of a brief pop-up shower or thunderstorm here and there, though I think most of us are going to avoid seeing any of the rain. Let's look at your forecast. Let's take a look at your traffic around the state this morning. Looking pretty good around downtown Little Rock. No problems there. It looks like we've got no issues in terms of accidents being reported right now. And it looks like the traffic is pretty smooth on I-40, but when you get to Mayflower northward, that's when you start running into some of the slow spots there. Conway down to Mayflower. 430 through the Big Rock interchange. West Little Rock police officers there watching your speed, so please be careful past Rodney Parham. 630 over toward the Rodney Parham exit as well in Mississippi. Another police officer sighting there. Police now near Stagecoach Road on 430 northbound. Watch your speed coming out of Saline County into West Little Rock. I-30, no reports right now. Reynolds Road over toward Alexander Road, no problems there. I-30 through South Little Rock over towards Arch Street Pike, no problems there. 530, getting a little slow around the 167 split as you make your way down towards Sheridan. That's a look at your forecast and your traffic. Now let's get your headlines.
Well, over the weekend, a holiday weekend, just a terrible accident. We're learning more and more about the Asiana Flight 214 from Seoul to the United States that crashed at San Francisco International Airport on Saturday.
That's right, and it looks like at least 2 people have died and more than 160 others are injured. 49 people have been listed in serious condition and 5, including a child, remain critical.
And while the cause of the crash has not been determined, some speculate it may be the result of pilot error.
Fox 16's correspondent Marianne Rafferty has more.
The pilot in charge of landing the Boeing 777 flight in San Francisco was in training.
It was his first flight on this plane to the airport.
A spokesperson for Asiana Airlines says while the pilot does have flying experience, he only had 43 hours with the Boeing 777 jet. The company's CEO declined to comment directly on whether the crash was due to pilot error.
3 pilots are veterans who have experience of more than 10,000 flight hours, and 1 pilot has 9,000, almost 10,000 hours of experience.
Officials with the National Transportation and Safety Board have also said preliminary findings show there were no indications of any problems with the plane or the landing until seconds before impact.
No prior distress calls or requests for special support or problems were noted.
Nearly 300 passengers and 16 crew members were on board the flight at the time of the crash. 2 Chinese teenage girls were killed.
I think the pilot is trying to pull the airplane up, but it's not working.
Meanwhile, a number of airline passengers at San Francisco International Airport are offering mixed reactions about airline safety.
It's pretty crazy. My heart's beating right now. So I'm excited, but also a little nervous to fly.
Well, it happens from time to time. So, but it's as they say, it's flying is less risky than driving a car.
As the NTSB continues their investigation into the crash, another inquiry is being done by a San Francisco area coroner.
And that was Marianne Rafferty reporting. The medical expert will try and determine if one of the crash victims died as a result of being run over by a rescue vehicle. That autopsy is expected to be completed sometime today. And a big rally on the steps of the Arkansas State Capitol planned this morning. In a few hours, people are expected to come out in droves to show support of the Supreme Court's ruling on the Defense of Marriage Act. Fox 16's Jocelyn Tovar is there live with the very latest. Jocelyn, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Deidre. Well, the steps are largely empty right now. That's expected to change a little later today around 10 o'clock. Activists with the Human Rights Campaign will join local activists to say that they support the Supreme Court's decision and want to spread the word even further. Now, for those who don't know, the Supreme Court ruled in June the federal ban on same-sex marriage was unconstitutional, but that if it was a decision that should be left to each individual state. Why these advocates are hitting the road. Little Rock just the first stop in a week-long tour of the South by the HRC to, quote, help lay the groundwork necessary to achieve new victories. Now, HRC President Chad Griffin will be leading the rally today. It's a sort of homecoming for him, returning to his home state here in Arkansas. And Deidre, we mentioned this is the first stop in a tour of the South that includes stops in states from North Carolina, Virginia, Mississippi, all over the South. Now, the HRC says to show support to advocates who have been, taking on this cause locally for years. Now we're going to have to wait and see if there is any opposition to these ralliers. We'll of course have all the latest in our later newscasts. Deidre, back to you.
Thanks, Jocelyn. New today, a Morrilton man accused of shooting and killing a 23-year-old on Father's Day will be in court. 27-year-old Lee Foster is expected to enter a plea in Faulkner County Court. Police arrested Foster on June 20th and charged him with capital murder in the death of Quentin Alexander. Alexander's aunt told Fox 16 Foster and Alexander are second cousins and is not sure what the ongoing dispute was about. And an investigation is underway into a house fire that neighbors say may have started by fireworks. It happened on the 5,000 block of Stepney Court in Fayetteville. The 911 call came in around 6 Sunday morning. One person was in the house but wasn't injured. Neighbors reported seeing fireworks going off near the house when the fire happened. Another fire, this one destroys a Hot Springs home. It happened around 1:45 Saturday afternoon. The fire started on Mountain Pine Road. The Piney Fire and Rescue Department responded to the fire. No word of any injuries. And new this morning, a Little Rock library will soon bear the name of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and the library and learning center will be dedicated today. The former First Lady is scheduled to attend. The Central Arkansas Library System wanted to recognize her for her services to children by naming the new children's library in her honor. The board wished to acknowledge the work Clinton did as a citizen of Arkansas and her continued work at the national and international levels to improve the lives of children worldwide. Congratulations to her. We had them on last week, and that's a wonderful, beautiful library over there.
Absolutely gorgeous place.
All right, turning to what's trending now. As we get older, we take care of our parents. And it's to be expected.
It is.
Maybe. Well, China is taking it a step further. China is known for having close-knit families, but they have taken this to the point to where they are enforcing that children take care of their elderly parents, and now if they don't, you can be sued.
You're kidding. This
I am
is
not
an
kidding.
Interesting story.
I am not kidding.
With a population as large as the Chinese have, a large aging population, they're going to be running, and they're running into some of the same problems that we are running into with an aging population on a much larger scale. This is an interesting way to kind of attack health care and caring for elderly by actually making the kids take care of their parents.
And
I
why
like that
wouldn't
to
you?
build stronger family ties.
Exactly. Nowadays, they are building a lot of multi-family homes, and you see a lot of the parents with their children, and then the grandparents having their own wing in the home.
And I think having the grandparents while you're raising your children there as well, I think it's a big benefit to the kids as well. So Let us know. What do you think this morning? Connect with us. Maybe you come from a family where there are several generations living in the same household. How has that been? Has that worked for you? Do you like it? Do you feel there's a benefit to having your parents, your grandparents there? Facebook.com/Fox16HD or at Fox16 News on Twitter.
All right. Well, coming up during the summer months, electric bills can get sky high. Don't we know it? Scott Hamilton is here with Entergy Efficiency to help save some money this summer. Good morning to you, Scott.
And man, those ACs, they're going to be humming that tune all day long today. Temperatures in the mid and upper 90s, and it'll only get hotter later on this week. A look at your extended forecast coming up.
You're watching Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas with Deidre Wilson and meteorologist Greg D. This is Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas.